Hi guys, I hope that 2015 has been a really productive and rewarding year working for top of the class, and I hope you're looking forward to the Christmas break as well. Just a couple of quick things. Firstly, end of term reports are due, which you can write by submitting through TeachWorks in the shared notes section. Remember to use the Power Progress Communication formula that I went through in the original training videos. I provided a link beneath this video so you can run through a description of how to do that effectively in the way that our clients expect from you. Now secondly, we find that during the Christmas break, a lot of parents are actually keen on the idea of doing a few extra lessons during the holidays too. They've got their kids sitting at home just kind of getting bored, losing momentum during that break too, and a lot of parents like the idea of doing some additional classes during the holiday season, just to make sure that when they go back to school at the beginning of 2016, they're doing so with a little bit more momentum, so they haven't kind of slipped behind during the Christmas break. So if you do have extra available times during the holiday season, please remember to let your clients know so that they're aware to even ask you for it. Firstly, some of them don't think of that until it's suggested to them. Sometimes we say to them, look, would you be interested in doing that? And they go, oh yeah, that'd be a great idea, didn't even think of that. We won't contact the clients directly to suggest that of them because not all tutors are available during the school holidays. And we want to avoid situations where we say to the client, hey, would you like to do extra hours? And they go, yeah, we'd love to do that. And then we get in touch with the tutor and the tutor says, oh, sorry, we can't do that. So it's a very individual, personalized thing. So please take the initiative to contact the families that you see and just suggest them if they'd like to do that. If not, it's no big deal, it's okay. Now, the other thing is a lot of families decide that they want to have a break during the Christmas holiday season, and that's fine too. But this is the problem that we experienced last year. We got sort of into mid-February and found that a lot of clients were sitting around waiting for the tutor to get in touch with them. Meanwhile, the tutor was sitting there waiting for either us or the client to get in touch with them, and everyone was just sitting there waiting for somebody else to go first. So please take the initiative to organise with the clients when they would like you to recommence if they do want to have a break. Sometimes they might just say something vague like, oh, look, we'll get in touch back around, when school goes back, and they won't necessarily stipulate a date, and that's okay. But if that's the case, just remember to take the initiative to get in touch. Just send them a text message if you don't hear from them and say, hey, school's going back next week or in a couple of weeks. Have you decided when you'd like to start tutoring again? Because and sometimes if they can be a little bit slack, sometimes you can just let them know, look, hey, we've had a few other families inquiring. I need to know what to do with that time slot to hold it available for you guys, or whether, I can go and see another student in that time slot. So you don't want to get into a situation where you're holding a time slot open for somebody for weeks and weeks, and then somebody else could have taken that time slot, and then they decide they don't want to continue anyway. So just again, remember to take the initiative to keep in touch with them over that holiday period, so that you don't get that situation where you're both sitting around waiting for the other person to make contact first. Now the third thing is, we'd really love to hear some feedback from you guys, specifically in video form, that we can use to show new tutors that are coming on board. Because for new tutors, you know what it's like. You're dealing with, you see me on the screen, you hear Danielle, Sharon and Tracy over the phone, but otherwise it's all remote. It's very hard to feel that sense of personal connection. We have over 100 tutors in the field across Australia at the moment, and they have very little contact with each other or really know what it's like for other tutors' experience. So I think it'd be really great if new tutors can hear from existing tutors, just to feel a little bit more comfortable about finding out what the experience is like. That way also you can pass along some tips and advice to new tutors. So not only can they feel a little bit more supported, but also they can learn from the experience that you guys have already had. So I've provided another link underneath this video that gives some details about that. Now, while most of you guys just did a short online video training and filled out some assessment questions, what we'd like to do for brand new tutors, especially, in Sydney at least, is to have an orientation day where they actually come in person and we all get to meet in person, because, it's just voices over a phone. We don't have a lot of personal contact. So we're going to be holding an orientation session for new tutors held at Parramatta on January 28th. Now, you don't need to attend because, your paperwork is already filled out. You're familiar with the processes. So it's really optional for you. If you would like to come along and meet a few of the other tutors, meet myself, Tracy from the office will be there as well, then you're more than welcome to come. Just let us know. There'll be 3 sessions, 3 different times that I've put up here on the screen. So if you're interested to attend and come along and have a chat, just give us a call or send us through an email and let us know, so that way we can reserve a spot for you. So lastly, pretty please with sugar on top, remember to keep your TeachWorks up to date. Keep your availability up to date. Remember that if you take on a new student, you still have to go in and manually update your available times. Please remember to mark off your lessons by 6 p.m. each Saturday. If you're receiving that reminder text message on Sunday, that's not an automatic thing. That's me physically having to manually take time away from my family to go and check and chase people up. If you're receiving that on a regular basis, you really need to make sure that you're taking care of that and not waiting for a reminder to chase you up each week. The office is going to be on fairly limited hours during the Christmas time. From just before Christmas through to just after New Year's, we're probably going to be shut for most of that time, and the days either side are probably going to have fairly limited operating hours. So if you need to get through urgently, you can call me on my mobile. Otherwise, just send through an email or call the 1300 number between our business hours, which are 9:30 a.m. till 2:30 p.m. And for those of you who are curious as to why we run on those hours, basically all our office staff here have kids that they drop off at school in the morning and then pick up in the afternoon. And so, I decided to function on those hours to enable office staff to be able to work around their children's needs, but also hold down a job too. So once again, I hope you've had a great year working with Top of the Class. Have a fantastic Christmas and look forward to working with you in 2016. Talk to you later.